Really?
Hi, this is Karen from Get Fit, and I have the shoe guru, Derek, with me today. And what we want to do is we want to start reviewing shoes and post it for you guys to log on. We're going to come up with a YouTube channel. We'll also put it on other social media sites. But we want you guys to be able to see and hear and learn about new shoes and new models that are on the market. And today we have one that I totally love. I've run in it for years. It's just one of the, it's not a GTS go-to shoe, not labeled that way, but for me, it has been a go-to shoe for years and years and years. And it's the Brooks Ghost, and this is the model 14. Derek's done a lot of research on it. He's gonna talk to you about some details on it in just a minute. But to let you know, this is one of my personal favorites. I set my marathon PR in this shoe, I think 3 models ago, and I've run in this one, the 14, and I'm really enjoying it. Enjoying the cushion and the softness of it. But Derek's going to talk a little bit about some of the details in the Ghost 14.
Yeah, so just some facts about it that we have. It is a neutral shoe with a 12 millimeter drop. The heel stack height is a 24 and the front is a 12, so you can kind of see that 12 drop there, almost like a straight line diagonal down. The women's size 7 comes in a 9 ounce, and the men's size 9 is 9.9 ounces, so fairly lightweight, good for a medium level trainer there.
Sure.
The new version 14, the new thing compared to last year's 13, it is full DNA loft midsole. So version 2 of the DNA loft. And last year's was a mix between this DNA loft and Biomogo, which is another form of Brooks cushioning that they were using. And so in the 13, you would have a little bit more firm ride in parts of the shoe while you're getting this soft DNA loft in the heel part of the shoe. And so this year they went full DNA loft midsole, so it's even more cushion than previous. The great thing about Ghost is, for Brooks, is if it's not broke, don't fix it. So Brooks hasn't done a lot of changing to the shoes throughout the history, I guess, of the versions, and Karen's a testament to that. She loves running in them. But they did make a great improvement with this going full DNA loft. They also have a 3D fit print upper, which is the same as last year's as well. It's in the new glycerin 19s. And it's just really good for just fitting your foot. I mean, get your foot in there a little higher instead, or a little wider foot. It kind of forms to fit around it. It can hug your foot the way it needs to be hugged. And so that's not an upgrade, but it is just a great feature about it. The tongue is nice and plush, but not too thick. It's not gusseted, that means connected here on the side, so it is a free tongue, but the laces go through it here, so that'll stop it from rolling over and being annoying in your runs. And the lacing is different this year. Last year's was more of a rounded lace. This is a flat lace, and the idea behind that is to get a better lockdown in the lacing to cover more area to hold your foot. And then Brooks just knows how to make their fit. I mean, the heel collar, the counter, the fill, it's just beautiful. They have no need to change it because Brooks just has it down to perfection. They threw a little reflectiveness here, back on the heel, up here on the toes. Yeah, so they can see you as you go out at night or in the morning. And a little bit of change from previous model is a little bit more rubber up here on the outsole. Last year's model had a few more of these flex points in it, and they filled them in a little bit more rubber this year, just for a little bit more, not stability, but more of a firmer grip to the ground, so you know there's no slippage.
Ground contact.
Ground contact,
Yeah,
there, that's
right.
a good word, yeah.
Sure.
So overall, they did great with the updates, even though there's not a ton of updates. It's a really good shoe. And now going to my personal opinions on wearing it. I've done 10 miles so far. I did 1 mile at a faster pace, and it felt great in the cushioning, but it was a little heavy for my fast miles. So if I had the resources to choose a lighter shoe for fast mileage training, I would choose a lighter shoe. Mine would be the Endorphin Speed from Saucony. But if you're going for one shoe to do all of it, then this is a great one for that. It's done long miles, medium miles, and quick speed work in this. And the new cushioning feels really good in all of that.
So you could use this as a marathon shoe.
Yeah.
You could use it as a 5K shoe, maybe 10K. You know, if like you mentioned, if you wanted a lighter shoe for 5K, you could do that. You could even get one from Brooks. But the Ghost, as far as all around, we feel like it could work out for lots and lots of customers for lots of things that they're doing. Like you mentioned earlier to me, it would be a great shoe if they're just working and they need to work in it. I worked in mine yesterday in the store, and it felt great throughout the day. Somebody who's a walker, or maybe a beginning runner, just a starting runner, it would be a great entry-level shoe just to get them started and get them on their way.
Yeah. Like she said, I walked around in it yesterday all day as a wearing shoe and felt amazing, very comfortable. I had no issues wearing it all day long. My feet weren't tired by the end of the day. And so if you want to come in for a work shoe, this is a great option. If you're a new runner, as Karen just said, this is a great one to start with. If you're a veteran runner, as you are, and you still love running in it. And the great thing about the Ghost, also only $130. I mean, for that price mark, you're not going to find much better for everyday wearing around, light running, max running shoe that can do it all for only $130.
And it would last between 300 to 500 miles.
Yes.
So somebody who's running 3 days a week, 3 miles a week, or 3 miles a time, 3 times a week, it's going to last. And typically we say 6 months, or I say 6 to 8 months, 300 to 500 miles. They do need to be replaced because the foam does wear down. It does compress, especially if you're wearing them every day. And I recommend that you dry them out. It's recommended that you really have 2 pair if you can alternate them, or if you're skipping a day, that's great, but let it dry out. But sweat, heat, your body weight, everything will compress it somewhat. But like Derek said, for $130, 300 to 500 miles, it can be your new go-to shoe.
You won't go wrong with this new Brooks Ghost 14.
And we have it in several colors right now available. So if you're interested in upgrading, maybe you have the previous Ghost, or maybe you are thinking, I'm a neutral runner, I just want a different shoe, come in and let us try on the new Ghost. And we just ask that you guys stay tuned. We're going to do lots more shoe reviews. Derek and I may do some running route reviews as we move through the rest of this summer. So thanks for joining us.
Don't forget, now that we have a new YouTube channel, subscribe to it. Find us on Facebook and on Instagram, and our website. You can find the About Us page of this channel. Like, subscribe to everything, and follow us for any updates that we might have.
Great. Sounds good. Thanks, Derek.
Thanks.